YouTube. So this week I'm going to be granting you guys the listening pleasure of some of the most embarrassing moments I have gotten to experience as a foreigner living abroad in Ireland. Now, I did not get to experience this abroad life up until my adulthood, and so I got to make a couple of mistakes just like you would when you get to travel abroad for the first time. I was basically what you call a JJC, and if you do not know what that means, it is an acronym for an African who just travels outside their country for the first time. Before I start today's video though, I am going to be doing a surprise giveaway considering the fact that we are almost at 2,000 subscribers. So I got sent this wristwatch in this beautiful box. It comes in a luxury wooden box. It is a wooden wristwatch which is unisex, so males can wear it and so also can females wear it. It is very comfortable. It has an element of wood. It is very expensive, trust me guys, but I'm going to be doing this as a giveaway, especially for the fact that some of you have stayed on this channel for months on ending, watching my videos and making comments. So the giveaway contest is just going to be, you make a comment on this video, and also I will leave a link to my Instagram page, and I hope that some of you guys will go on there also to make a comment about the wristwatch, and I'll just get to randomly pick somebody who has made a comment and get to send this wristwatch to you. It's an international giveaway, so wherever you live, I will get to send this wristwatch to you, and trust me, it is beautiful. I'd rather keep it to myself, but I decided to give it out to one of you guys, and I hope you get to enjoy it. So let's get on to the video for the day. Have you ever sat in a bus in a foreign country within your little space, just enjoying the peace and quiet, when all of a sudden somebody with an accent that you can totally recognize starts to make a phone call with a very high-pitched voice that you begin to wonder, can this human being be tone deaf? It's almost as if the person has lost every sense of decorum, that you begin to carry all the shame for them and pray to God, please just open this ground so that I can disappear. The first time it happened to me, guys, I was in a bus. We had just done a journey of about 5 minutes and I was sitting beside this guy. The bus was so quiet. It was almost as if you could drop a pin and that pin will make a sound. All of a sudden his phone rings, and my goodness, this guy had gone up to 1,000 decibels in 2 minutes. I was giving him the side eye, hoping that somehow this guy will gather some sense and reduce his voice, but oh no, he was going on and on and on. And this journey, I think I had like 10 more minutes to go. He had gone on for about 8 minutes. I couldn't understand what the heck was going on in that bus. I tried as hard as possible to just kick him, give him the eye, but that was not just getting it. I was so pissed off because I was just wondering why exactly he had decided to fuel the stereotype that I was trying to disassociate myself from. But anyways, it's one of the things I get to experience when you travel abroad and meet one of your brethren. Another episode happened one time when I just started working in this new establishment, feeling like I was now settled in the country, and we have this waiting area where we keep our clients. So I had just walked out from my office to go into the waiting area, and there's a TV screen in the waiting area so that our clients are just comfortable while they're waiting for us to call them into our own offices. So I had just walked into the waiting area as if that television knew that I was coming in. The next thing I see is one of these ads on CNN with African children looking all impoverished, asking for aid, with phlegm coming out from their nose, tears from their eyes, flies all over their head. Honestly, I felt like crying. It's one thing to see those adverts when you are in your own country. It's another thing to see it when you are outside your country, especially in a Caucasian country where those aids are given from. Honestly, I felt so embarrassed. Unfortunately, this is the way the media would rather paint Africans and the way things are going in our country. And our leaders have not even been fair to us, amassing wealth for themselves and not being understanding of the fact that they are put in this position to bring some form of comfort to the people. Unfortunately, it is what the Africans are seen as, and honestly guys, it is embarrassing. One day I decided to take a trip to my friend's house, and it was my first solo bus trip. So she had just invited me to her house, and before I left my house, she sent me a text message telling me, so when you get into the bus, show the driver this text message showing him your destination and telling him that he should please let you know when you get to your destination. I was like, okay, no problem. I mean, like, what's the big deal? How exactly will I get lost? I'm just learning how to use Google Map, and I think I understand. I'm getting a grip of how exactly to use it, and also the Dublin bus app. So I get into the bus, pay my coins, and it almost seemed as if the driver was just focused on that ride. So I was just so shy to ask him, excuse me, please, where exactly is this I can't even pronounce it. Where exactly am I going to now? But I just decided, okay, let me just put it into my Google Maps. Somehow I'll find it. And I was supposed to take 2 buses. So I sat down in the bus. I mean, what could be the big deal? How could a grown-ass girl like me get lost in that bus? So I sit down and the bus is moving. All of a sudden, my Google Maps tells me this is your first destination, or this is your first stop. So I come down from the bus and I noticed that this bus stop, some of the bus stops in Ireland don't have like proper bus stop buildings, if I should call them buildings. So they don't have proper bus stop. They just have like this or yellow thing that says the bus number, or sorry, the stop number. So you just stop there, look for your stop number, and then you can click it into your Dublin bus app. But I really had not figured out how to use the stop number yet. I was still very just used to the bus numbers. So I stood at the bus stop, and it's one of those bus stops that buses will not come up until like 40 minutes. So I had been standing on that side of the road, when all of a sudden, after like 40 minutes, and my goodness, my phone for some reason would just not connect to my friend's line. So I was standing out in the cold as a fresh girl that came from the Nigerian heat into this cold. I was almost crying that day. So I'd been standing, and all of a sudden a bus comes in like 40 minutes, just for me to now gather the muscle to go meet the bus driver. I'm like, please, how do I get to this place? And then he's like, young lady, you're supposed to be on the other side of the road to take the next bus. And the next bus had just passed. I felt like dying. I was like, God, why exactly is this happening to me today? That was such an embarrassment. Of course, after that day, I decided I had now learned how to ask drivers, please, how exactly do I get to this stop? What do I do? I'm one of those people that when I get into the bus, I'll be the one stopping the driver to go, please, how do I stop? Where do I go to? And all of that. But after that day, of course, I learned my lesson, and it's never happened to me again. There was this one time I was shooting a video with a friend of mine who is a guy, and we had decided to do a video talking about donuts when I think I had walked out of my house and I didn't strap my wig well. I didn't even know it wasn't well strapped. We're just walking on the road with my camera in my hand, and all of a sudden my wig just goes. We're in the middle of the city center, guys. Like, we're in the middle of the city center with the crowd. It was a Saturday there was sun, so you can imagine how the crowd was outside, because once there's sun in Ireland, everybody's outside. It's as if they just ring one bell somewhere, there is sunshine, everybody come out from your houses. So we're standing, or we're just taking a walk outside with my camera in my hand, when all of a sudden my wig decides to go off my head. And I don't even think that guy understood what exactly was happening. But there was a girl right behind me, and she just goes, what the fuck, what the fuck? I'm like, shut up, please, shut up. I'm still trying to contain this embarrassment here, but goodness gracious, it can get really windy here, and it's just unfortunate that day I wasn't strapped properly. But anyways, these things happen. But of course, that kind of situation, you always just fix it back on your head and walk out like a queen, like nothing happened, and act like big deal. I won't even begin to tell you guys the drama as associated with me and Irish coins. Like, every time I used to go in front of counters to pay for stuff, or even at the bus stop, I will be the one who is keeping people on a very long queue, because I cannot understand which one is 5 cents or 2 cents or 50 cents or 1 euro, 2 euros. It was just so embarrassing all the time, up until when I finally got used to it. But I'm so grateful that I have gone through these experiences, and they have made me the tough woman that I am today. So these are some of the stories that I just thought I should share with you guys. Don't feel embarrassed, of course, when you get into a new country. Get to ask questions. These things will get to happen. Do not think that if you read all the books in the world, it will come to you. It will happen. So I hope you guys got to enjoy this video. Don't forget to leave a comment about your own most embarrassing moments wherever you have found yourself at this time of your life. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget the giveaway. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, there's a red button there. Subscribe and come back another day, and also leave a like for this video, as I love making these videos for you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next one. Slán. No, somebody said it's slán, slán, slán.